Right guys, we are going into the first leg of this KAIM's League. Team UK Blue versus Nomad Falcons. I think we're just waiting on somebody to spawn in, but we're going to play. RV's looking over point. We've got a full stack of blue on there. Blitzer takes him. He's playing in and out on this top possession control, and yet we are just going to restart. We had issue with players spawning in, so we are just going to restart it and see. Hopefully it doesn't kick anybody out and we can just get straight back in. Right guys, we are back in. We have got 4 on each team. Straight back into it. RV is going straight for the same place, but he's going to cut around the outside. Let's see what Team UK are doing on the bomb. On the P1 position, he has spotted RV behind Black Van. He is just going to try and get the pick on his feet there. Stud's pushing around, having a little bit of an alteration, but one is pushed through mid. Metalcore, and he does just pick Turn off. They have got spawns for P2, but there is still a lot of time on this hill that they need to soak up. Perch finds it. Knows where they're coming, takes on Stud as well. Can he get the third? Which is RV on driveway. Machine Ender might get traded out. RV is there. We're going to stay with him for a second. We are now going to rotate over to this P2 position where Blitzer has got one on him. He is unaware, but he knows now. His teammate drops. Metalcore is going back for it, and he does get dropped. And Blue do have that P2 position with the spawn. Sees him again, and he does get picked off. We're having a little bit of a fight in the middle of P2 now. Still pushing in. Hugo does not make the kill, and they do lose the point there. Purge has been out on Blitzer. We've got a 3-man pushing in. Trying to take out RV, takes 2. He gets the third as well. He's on a 4 streak now. We're just going to stay with him after that 3 multiplier. What a beautiful set of kills from him there. Gets the fifth. Another one pushes in and he does drop. Unfortunately, does not gain those kill streaks. Blitzer drops Stud. And Nomad are just going to keep the last of that hill time. And let's see what happens when we rotate over to the next end of the pin. They are having a bit of a shootout here, but Purge is pushing in with Blitzer as well, and they do take the spawns for this next hill. Fino has just spawned out, I think. And he is going to take that scrap time. Does take one down in the mid. And Purge has got ammunition onto him. He doesn't make the kill. Those are the crucial kills. You need to be making those every single time. Just pushing back in. We've got 2 of the Team UK's out. This is where Falcons need to just push in and just hold this point down. And he has spotted him on the jumper. Let's see what happens here. Metalcore is just holding him down. First comes in, but he does get traded out, and that's 3 man on that point, and they are going to have to start rotating over to the next point now. Blitzer may get pinched here. Doesn't know there's one behind him. He has seen RV. Is he quick enough? And he isn't. He just hasn't got that reaction to be able to lock on there. And it is going to be a full 4-man pushing up. They do drop one. Let's see what Blitzer can do, pushing through the mid position. Purge and Blitzer side by side, pushing through, cut out. Good spot, and Finno's there to push through the stairs as well. Doesn't quite get it, but Purge does make the trade. And unfortunately, they do both get dropped there. The house spotted Hugo in money, and he does drop the kill. Metal's now going to push out and try and rotate, but they have got information, so they have got Team UK trying to push behind. RV takes it, beautiful headshots. Metalcore just didn't see that one pushing through on the left. He does get purged though. Finno is pushing through on Laundry, but it is Ringer. Rose is here on the point, just pushing around each other. And RV is going to hold this angle. He knows one's going to push through to Tiki, and he gets a kill as well. He's going to push up to try and assist his teammate. Trophy goes down, nade in, but unfortunately Team UK have got a trophy in there. Having a great game so far, RV, 14 and 5. He's going to push it again. He does get the trade, and that is 3 down. And they are going to have to wait for that respawn. Metalcore is already on the next point, just trying to hold that raid, and he doesn't get it, unfortunately. He's still pushing through, and he does get dropped by Finno. RV is pushing back up pool stairs, just trying to see if he can relinquish some of this time from Team UK. He doesn't spot the one hiding in the corner. Stood pushing back up. It is a very close game at the minute. Neck and neck. He spots Purge. Can he get the kill though? He just has him on the reload as well. Purge pushing up. RV has spotted him, and he does drop him. Finno push for this mid position. Does drop Ender. That is a crucial kill just to keep them out of pushing through kitchen. Blitz is going all the way around the back. He is going to try and get the spawns in. He doesn't drop RV, unfortunately. 17-7. This kid is having the game of his life at the minute. Trying to get through to the next stage of this KAIM League, but he does drop there. Leaving one man from Nomad left on the point. He does go down. Team UK pushing in to just try and take the last 30 seconds on this point, just to give them a little bit of a lead when it comes back round to that P2 position. But it's very crucial not to lose spawns. Ender is pushing around the back, and he has made himself into the back, and he has taken 2. And he just doesn't get Purge, and that's going to mean they're not going to get the spawns now, as Team UK have already started to push back around the back. Metalcore trying to go around the back here as well. Throws a nade in, tries to dummy it, goes back around. Blitzer might have heard that slide there, but Hugo's there just watching over that right side push. He's got 2 there with him. The trades are there, and that's what we need. I'll be pushing in. Gets the kill. Trophy goes down. Usually gets caught out by him there. Nomad takes 1. Can he take the second? Just play it slow now for the reload, and they do drop, and they should keep the spawns here. Metalcore's going to push around, just trying to get onto this next point. Ender does drop Blitzer there. And they do. What a break, what a perfect break. Again, I am seeing this. Blitzer does get the kill. Can Metalcore come out and just keep it? Yes, he can. I have seen quite a lot of this top black van, and it does seem to do well for the ARs. Finno does push him out, and we're going to go on with him now. See if he can just keep it. RV does get the kill, but Purge is right there with the pickup. Still going his Purge, but Nomad still have the spawns, I believe. And let's see what Ender can do there. Finno pushes in, he does drop him. Blitzer's going to come back to the raid, and he does drop him there as well. Crucial kills just to hold the last 20 seconds on the point, and everyone is going to have to now rotate. We're going to leave Ender on, and let's switch to Metalcore and see what he can do pushing into this next hard point. Hugo's trying to hold that angle. He has spotted him, and he does drop him. He needs to push in now and just keep everyone pushed back on those stairs as they come to flood down. And he does as well. Can he get the third? Let's push it in, and he does. 3 down. And Nomad are going to take the first points on this hard point. What a crucial play from there. They do spawn him out. He does take down Purge there as well. We're going to stay with him, see if he can drop the streaks. Nomad all currently holding streaks. Ender just needs the one, and he unfortunately doesn't get it. There he is, back free. Got another push behind him. He doesn't get it, and neither did Ender either. Could have played a crucial part in this hard point if they could have both dropped streaks. But it's going to come down to it, and unfortunately, it looks like Nomad are just about to take this first win, and they do. 250 to 179. RV just playing in that one. Beautiful 3-piece there. 2 lined up in the other. And I think we might see the fourth yet. Trying to push through window, and that is a 4-man down. Just to hold that point. Okay guys, we are going to push into the second game now, which is going to be a Miami S&D. We are going to keep the same host all the way through as well. Both teams seem to be having a good connection. This is a first on my podcasting. Usually we have connection issues over connection issues, but everyone seemed to get in alright. No one got DC'd. We had a little bit of a mishap at the first bit where one player weren't quite spawning in, but no players are getting any lag or anything like that, so we are going to stay on with them now and see what they can do in this search and destroy. They all have spawned in together. We're going to move on to Team UK and see what they're going to do. Looks like they are going to go for that A push. Not a plant that you see quite a lot on this Miami S&D. You do tend just to see that B push all the time because it's close quarters and people can get in. He has seen Ender, and he has dropped him first blood for Finno. What a kill. Unfortunately Purge just goes down, but Blitz is there to try and pick up that trade, and unfortunately he doesn't get it. And as you can see, it is now 3 on 3. Nomad are going to start to rotate back today. Can he take it? And yes he can. Hugo's going to go for the flank. Just getting picked by RV, but now they know where one of them is. They've just got to worry about the second. Nomad stood just playing at the back, seeing if he can see anything over the top. They know RV's there somewhere. They're just waiting for the peak. And there's the peak, and he doesn't get it, unfortunately. It's now a 2 on 2. One dropped. It's RV. He's going to have to take on both quick to be able to get this done. And unfortunately he doesn't get it. Team UK 1. Nomad Falcon 0 in the first leg of this second game series. What a great pick by Blitzer there. If you can get those AR players just to pick off and be able to grab the corners there where they need to and be able to pick those kills, especially on something like Miami. If you're going for that A-bomb, you are going to need that AR presence there, and as we can see, we have got 2 and 2. Nomad Falcons are going for the 3 ARs to the 1 SMG here, just trying to probably play a little bit of a longer range game. It's quite a slow push. Usually you see somebody already in the top of piano. RV is just going up. Purge just drops in. This is where Team UK can come into the light and try and push back on this search and destroy to draw it up ready for the next map. They need to get this win just to keep the morale going within the team. And he sees Ender. What a kill. And Hugo is going to pick up the last, and Team UK do take that second search and destroy. Seen a much better team here. They were unlucky in the first hard point that we saw on raid. Unfortunately, I think it was more to do with the spawns. They just weren't quite grabbing the spawns as much, in my opinion. But that was they're coming back in this S&D. They're not missing the shots. They're shooting when they need to, and they are dropping Nomad as they need to. And they are going to move in now for the plant, and let's see where they are going to take it.
Oh, they learned something new. I think that's adorable.
It might be another A push, and it is. They do tend to favour that A side. It's a lot longer range. You don't have to play so close. Probably when you go for the B side, you've got to be quick and fast. But it does look like RV has anticipated that it is going to be an A push, and he's pushed straight up into the top of the piano. And he isn't seeing anything. Blitzer does get the first blood on Ender there. Alcor spotted Hugo, but he's going to push back. He is in that same position. Blitzer will be looking for that, because that's where he took him down last time. RV's going to push through the middle this time. He's not going to go for the same spot. And they are all very close together now. Benno just gets tapped there from top visitors. Blitzer sees it. Metalcore's just going to try and get the trade. He does manage to drop Purge. And he does drop Blitzer as well. Finno last alive, a 1v3 situation. Can he make the play? Unfortunately doesn't get it. Metalcore just takes him off. What pressure Metalcore's dropping on the team at the minute. Just pushing with that AR pressure, and he's just pushing him away from the points. Not being able to plant. What a great play here. He just sees a corner of Purge and he's going for Blitzer, and he just thinks, you're in the open, I'll have you and I'll come back for you next. He got taken out there quite easily on the last round, but he seemed to stud his ground a little bit more. This is my position, I'm going to hold this and you ain't getting past. And that is what he's going to be putting out to the team, just to see what's happening. But Ender, we saw him quite a lot in the last hard point, but he is seemed to be struggling at the minute on that 0-3, yet to drop a kill. We saw the same at 7 o'clock with Tumor in the S&D, and then he just completely lit up, taking 3 in 1 round and bringing it back for him when it needed it. This could be the same scenario that we're going to see here now. We're going to go over to RV and see where he's going to be pushing through. Purge is watching that stairs. Blitzer drops Ender. They know he's there somewhere. Ender does get dropped. And so does Blitzer as well. RV's just going to hold this position and wait for somebody to push up to try and overlook it, but they have got the positioning here, do Nomad. It's very rare not to see somebody on that back heady. RV and Purge are having a little bit of a fight, but can Nomad push up? He does take Hugo, and there is going to be able to get that bomb down. Finn is the last one alive, and he is going to have to do something here. The bomb goes down. And RV just must have heard him mount that wall there and come straight over, and he does drop 2-all. Nomad are sending a clear message to Team UK at the moment. You win 2, we'll win 2. And I think this is what's going to happen. It is just going to go back and forth like this. I wouldn't like to put money on it. I can't say who's going to take the victory here. but it is too close to call.
Got quite a lot in here, look.
I was just going to see if we can get that peak up top. Blitzer just watching the outside. Purge hasn't made his move yet, but I suspect that he will shortly. Hugo just throwing a flash in there, trying to get some information, and he does know that there is one there, but the trophy goes down. That Blitzer saw Metal jump up, and he is going to push back, but is he going to double play it? Nomad getting the first, RV taking one out in the top of Piano. Hugo's at the back of the map all by himself, not knowing what to do. The nades are coming in. Blitzer needs to double back for him now and just try and help. And Nomad does drop him there, and Blitzer is now the last alive. Couldn't quite get back quick enough to pick up the trades, and he gets shot from behind there, and Nomad take that 5th round. Great kill from Nomad, stood there. I think he was a little bit too quick for Hugo, as he didn't decide to take the shot. But looks like RV will be taking the bomb now, and let's see what type of position that they do try and take. Metalcore is going to go into the hotel area. Nomad stud will push round and probably get onto that heady. Ender just watching that mid, and RV is going to go straight up the middle. And it is going to be a 2-on-1 situation at top of Piano. They are trying to get information with the flash. They do throw the nade. He knows there's one, but does he know about the second one? He sees one, he does take one, gets the first blood, and pushes back out. He didn't want to ego chow that second, but he is literally right above him. Purge just holding his ground. He knows that they're going to be going towards that B bomb, but A is completely unprotected at the minute. And they might decide just to double it back. 40 seconds on the clock. They are going to have to either do something quick or do a rotation. And let's see what's going on here now. Ender does drop. Metalcore's going to push back up, but Purge is just waiting. He sees him, Purge is quick, gets a nade away, and Finno is the last alive now. He's going to pop down, but he doesn't quite get it. Finn's going to push back out. Can he just take it? They haven't got time to plant. He just needs to stay alive, and Team UK straight back in it. We have got a game on our hands now, boys. What a great play from RD here. He doesn't push in. He just waits, makes a play, and then pushes back into cover. And it is going to be another A push from Team UK. Ender is really struggling here, 0-6, that is not looking good on the scoreboard, especially for the side of Nomad. Finno takes first blood up in that balcony position. Metalcore spots him, he is weak, he's going to have to pull back. Let's see if Purge can just try and get a hit on. Nades go over, nothing there. And he does need to try and push up and get this bomb down now. I'll be pushing around the back, hopefully. But he didn't. Metalcore gets another kill. What a game. 9-2 at the minute, Metalcore. He is having a brilliant game on his hands. 0-7 for Ender, still struggling. And it is a 2v1 scenario. RV's pushing around. He does not know Finno's behind him. He does get the kill. All he's got to do now is just watch over that bomb. Metalcore knows where he is. Can he take it? And Finno does get it. What a brilliant heady that he had himself. Great position in there. And he was just quicker on the trigger to get those kills. Round the back of RV. RV didn't know what hit him. He just got hit by an absolute fucking bus. Sees Metalcore jump out. Pushes back, and he's got the position in. And takes a couple of shots to the temple and down he goes.
You're gonna get used to seeing her because you're gonna have a baby perhaps again.
Let's see what positioning Team UK take on this next round. They are going to send Hugo over to B, Purge straight up into Hotel and round. Blitzer's going to watch that mid, and Finno is just going to watch over on that left side. Blitzer's pushing over the top. Nomad Stud is there, Purge watching. RV is going to push up. Gets the read, pushes back out. He knows there's one there watching. Nomad Stud here just trying to see if he can get anything. RV is now in position. All he needs is Purge to come out and he will tap it.
I'm taking her to get weighed on Tuesday anyway.
Gets the flash. Tap mask is on.
Whenever you're free, just let me know. Don't worry.
And they are going to stop. RV goes down. Bomb is down. Top of piano. Nomad just holding that. Blitzer just runs out. He doesn't quite get the kill. Hugo and Blitzer now. They're going to try and work together, trying to get the trades. Team UK take the round again. 5-3. Seeing a lot better team here from Team UK Blue right now. Boys and girls, I think Christmas has come early this year because Ender has managed to get a kill on the board, 1 and 8. He is gonna have a talking to, I presume, after this series by the Nomad Falcons. This is not what you want to see from a main AR player, especially on this type of map. Metalcore does get dropped by Finno. What a beautiful shot there. Purge spot his Nomad. Just can't quite get the kill. There's going to be another A push. I'm surprised Nomad Falcons didn't anticipate another A push and tried to push all the way around the back of them. Hugo does get the bomb down. RV not quite able to get the kill. Not sure what Finno's doing at the back of the map here. He needs to be over with his teammates. Nobody is on him. Blitzer takes another. Hugo goes down by Ender. He's managed to get his second kill. Can he try and bring it back here for Nomad? It is all down to the man that's not had the best of games. But can he bring it back? If he is able to take out Blitzer, he may have enough time just to get that bomb defused. And it is going to be all or nothing. He's going to have to start defusing. And he is unable, and Finno does get the kill. 6-3 Team UK. And we are into a 1-1. Great shots there by Blitzer, just manages to take it. We're going to go into the next round on a round 3. Good, yeah? Yeah, we're all good. And we're going back into raid again. As we saw, Nomad did take this on the hard point. Can the map knowledge just edge it for him in this one, or can Team UK come back from it? Ender is back now. He did have to just go and destroy something after that horrendous game that he's just had, and he is a little bit butthurt from it, I will tell you, if you didn't hear it in the comms anyway. But we are going to push in now. Nomad is pushing around the outside. Team UK straight on that point 4 stack it. They ain't taking no for an answer here. They want this win. Nomad does go down, but he does take one with him. There's the tick on A. RV's just pushing through the back. Does take Finno. And what's RV going to do now? He's on a 3 streak. He is probably going to try and go for these streaks here. Blitzer with the nose breaker. You're in our spawn. This is my home. Get out. And that is the message he's just sent there. Nomad does go down in the spawn as well. We are getting a full respawn here from Team UK. They need to try and push out of where they are at the minute, because RV will push in with that SMG, and he does take Purge down. He is going to push back. Nomad stood here as well, pushing onto the alpha position just to try and get a better lookout, and they are going to do a full move around to B. One goes down, Metalcore does taken, the trades are in, RV's there. Is he going to look? And he does. Finno does go down, and now we're going to have one team member on the point. Metal's still just playing around those spawns, just trying to push them back out. Especially when it comes to control on this map, the spawns are crucial. If someone can play you in around the spawns, then it's not going to be very good on your live count, and that's what we can see now, 9 to 23. Hugo just trying to get someone on the point, trying to extend this 13 seconds that he got left. I think he just stood on his left, but he does go down, and we are going to see that A position disappear, and we are going to move towards B now. Ender just watching that long line of sight. Does see Purge, but he does manage to come out. Hugo's going to push in and just try and help with the trade. With a little switch and bait going on. He does push back, and they do anticipate that he is going to reposition. RV's pushing up, gets a couple of hits on Purge. Hugo straight in there with the trade, and it is going to be an Ender and Purge just fighting for the back of this basketball position. We're going to see a 3 Nomad pushing up, and a team kill. Friendly fire is on, guys, and we do see it. Hugo does take Nomad. Can they push back in? They're on the last lives. There's 2 alive versus 13 of the Falcons. Blitzer just manages to get away with his life there. And Blitzer is the last one. We're going to watch him now, see if he can do something special. Takes one. He knows there's another one behind him, and that is unfortunate. Falcons do take the first lead in this control map. What a great play here by Finno. Takes one, just trying to open up the doors, if you will, for the team to try and push in. Manages to just get the last bullet in the arse of Nomad there, and then comes back and takes Metalcore for a second time. Unfortunately didn't get the kill on Ender. It might have opened up a little bit more for the team to push through. Zinnis is right, it is 1-1 at the minute. We are on map 3. Nomad took the hard point, and Team UK took the search. It looks like we are going to have Nomad trying to go straight for that B position. Finno does spot RV, and he does go down. Blitzer just playing around in the middle pillars position, just trying to hold this mid position. It is an open part of the map mid. You've got players coming from all 4 angles, and if you can hold that down, then you are in a good position. But he does manage to get behind them, picks one, does have to move around, Ender's going to read it. Finno does get the trade, and they are just going to get rid of anything that Nomad have just tried to secure on A. Purge is having a little fight with Nomad here into Tiki. Nomad does drop Purge, and we are going to stay with Nomad here. wins. He is on a 4 streak. Can he try and hold these streaks? This kind of... And he does. He's on the 5. Purge is pushing in and he does take him off the streaks. That is crucial. A map like Raid on control here, if you can get even one of your players to get full streaks, that could be the difference between if you take this game for the series or if you don't. And they're just getting up that top Raid position. He is gonna just take the remainder of this A, and Team UK are gonna know they're gonna take it, and they will push back. They will not want to waste any lives here. They'll want to play a slower game and just try and get a better position. RV comes in with the slide. What a beautiful play. The finesse on that was insane. Blitzer coming back in. He does get the headshot. He is on a 5 streak now. Spots Finno. He isn't going to know. Hugo's coming around the back and he does take him off those streaks. Nomad just getting picked by Hugo in money position. Purge goes down to the mid to Nomad. Is he going to be able to get the kill? And unfortunately he doesn't. We are going to have a look at a bit of an outer body position now over this B and see what we can see for the positioning wise. Team UK are just holding that mid. No one's really trying to push behind. I thought RV might have gone through laundry and tried to get behind. But unfortunately they're not gonna. They're just gonna try and plough their way through, and Nomad does get through. And what a read from Purge. Must have just seen the jump out of the window. A couple of test shots there just to make sure his gun's still firing, and it is. Spots Metal, and he does take him as well. He is now on a 2 streak. We're going to move over to Blitzer on the 5 streak. Unfortunately, I thought the nade was going to take him. Thank God for Black Jacket here. Spots Ender. He needs that for the 6, and he is going to get kill hungry, and unfortunately it does cost him the streak here. But looking at the scoreboard on the tally, all players are within the same proximity. No one's really outshining one another. It is an even game. Ender pushing through the back. Hugo doesn't get it, and neither does Finn. Ender with the 2. Team UK really need to push in here, otherwise they are going to lose another round, and unfortunately they do. Nomad do take 2-0 up. But there is still time to go. They can still come back. We have seen games before. Look at this, a 1 and a 2. Perfect precision for the headshots. And he does get Blitzer there on the 3rd as well. Unfortunately, that play does kind of destroy any hope for getting onto that point for Team UK. The Krig after this buff, I know if there's people watching that do use the Krig as an AR in comp or just even in multiplayer, since the buff it has just come out and it is stronger than ever. The 74Us are great at the stability at long range. It is decent for an SMG in this type of game mode, but when a Krig can do that close range as an AR, you've got to start asking questions. Is it going to get a nerf? Are they going to take away what they've already done? Because it does dominate, and it is the go-to meta, the 74U and the Krig. We're not really seeing any other guns being played here, other than the main meta. Purge does take stud. He is going to watch over. He does see Ender. Oh, you heard the shots on the head there. What a great bit of control. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. Hugo's struggling to get back into the groove, but they need to keep their composure. They need to stay on target. Their target is to win, and that's what they need. They need to keep the morale up. They did come back in that search, but it's not over yet. Even if Nomad take the 2-1 up, they can still come back. In this best of 5, Metalcore does take it. Ender is having a better game, whatever he has done. Whatever walls he's put his fist through, it has worked, because he is coming back 20-16 now. We are going to switch over to him, watching him in this mid position. He is getting pushed by 2 blues, and he does go down. RV is trying to take him out, but unfortunately the trades are there. Streaks are dropping in now. And here we go, Team UK. They've got the position. They've got 2 on the point. They know they're going to get one through basket. Purge sees it. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. Finno doesn't get get it either. I think he was in a bit of a prone blocked position there. Zinnis, my heart is yours, darling. Let's keep it going. Benno just trying to claw something back with the streaks. Unfortunately, not the best time to use that cruise. But they do need to get this point. Fortunately, Nomad were all indoors and they couldn't get it. Managed to get that trophy out of the way. Kitchen, he's jumped over him. Purge has done the unthinkable. Jumped straight over an enemy and just shot him in the back. And he does get the second there for his trouble and all. And he gets a third. Team UK need to kind of push up into the basket and try and get money control now if they're going to try and hold Nomad in that spawn. They are going to get the 2 ticks. Metalcore in the middle. Hugo does get it. He is coming into his stride now. He's starting to get the kills, making the bigger plays that need to be played. Metalcore is going around the outside, which does leave B prone, but Hugo's still holding that position. Finno nearly gets killed with a nade. Sees Metalcore and he does take it. They kind of need Hugo to push up here and get a trophy down. A trophy needs to go down on this B position, but they have got the life advantage. Metalcore is the last alive. There's nothing he can do against 4 and a 1. And they are back in it. We have got a game on our hands. Again, what beautiful play here. Purge just manages to get the jump over, gets a reload, reads that he's going to have more spawning in to get the second, and then just plays that spawn perfectly as you've got 3 spawning in. Only manages to get the 1, unfortunately. Maybe if it was an AR in that position, he might have tried to drop a whole 40 round and take the lot. We are going to move over now and watch what Nomad do as we come into the 4th round on this raid control. Does take 1. Hugo has got the positioning. Blitz goes down. What an angle from Ender there. How he picked that, I do not know. Unfortunately, he does get shot in the back. Metalcore comes around to finish off Purge as well. And they are going to start capturing this A position, but both teams just fighting for their lives here. What an opener. I don't think anybody had any ammo left in their mag after that encounter. Blitz defending, but Nomad are going to move over to B. They manage to get a tick, I believe. It's not quite there if you get the tick. Purge again, just playing in and out of that kitchen position. 2 Nomads on the point. Purge is going to need help. Goes down. Hugo straight in like a bull in a china shot. Manages to get 1, but not the other. Ender just dominating in that basketball position. This is what we see, and they are going to start taking both points, 2 apiece. RV spots well. Let's see what Team UK does in response. B is lost, and A is one of the harder ones to try and control. But they need to push that point. They need to get onto that point straight away. They are taking their time to get over there. Ender's just messing it up a little bit for them in the back spawn. Metalcore goes down. They do manage to defend, but RV is coming in from behind them. Takes 2. Unable to get the 3rd. Ender is on a 5 kill streak here still. Takes the 6th. He needs 1 to get that artillery, and he has got it. And he needs 1 for cruise. But if they manage to take this, it's all over. On an 8, can he get the 9? Yes, he does. Going all the way. He's just going to chill out now and take that last point and call in that artillery and call it a day. Great play from Ender here. After the shoddiness of the search and destroy, he was on a struggle, but he has come back into his element, dropping a 9 kill streak just to keep Team UK off the point. It is unfortunate. But like I've said many a times before, if you can get that position with the AR in a crucial position, you are going to be a foe to try and defeat. That is 2-1 to Nomad now, but we are going to go into the 4th match. And this could go to a full 5 if Team UK can bring it back. And I have full confidence that they can. we are going to go into map 4. It is an apocalypse hardpoint. This was a shock to myself. I don't know about anybody else that was in the chat when this map came out, especially on multiplayer. And when it 6v6, it was just an absolute nightmare. You'd get shot up the arse, you'd get absolutely assassinated from every single corner of the map. But why they decided to put it in to a CDL rotation, I will never know. It is one of the scrappiest hard points. The angles, you can get the angles and you can hold them, but most of the points are very scrappy, especially with this P1. They're so close to either spawn. And we're going to stay with Metalcore now. We've just managed to get the first kill on Hugo, and Blitzer there as well. Purge pushes him off the point. What a game Purge is having, I must say, for Team UK. He's not dropping the most kills on the board, but every single time we've come in and had a look at him, he's just getting the crucial kills, making those crucial plays. And we are going to have a respawn out, and RV just trying to hold this back temple position. They do not want to lose these spawns for P2. Team UK need to make a decision now. They either fight for that P1 or they go for the flip and try and take that. Great vision there from Blitzer. Purge has noticed RV's there. He's going to play in and out. He does get the headshot. What a kill. And they do manage to take the spawns on this P2, and that is what they need. They need to set up now. Hugo's looking through. Ender does take him. Purge with the trades. The trades are alive, and the trades are here. Metal score, and then he's going to come up for the trade. He just does get stuck on that pillar, but he's anticipated the spawn flip, but Blitzer just comes straight in like a train and he goes down. Metalcore doesn't manage to get Finn. A melee would have been nice there just to take it, and they are going to soak up the rest of that time on that P2. Luckily Team UK did get the majority of the time on that P2, and they did soak up a lot of time on P1, which is very well to hold and get another. And personally for me, this is one of the worst hard points. I do not like holding on this P3 hard point. But if you get the right setup, it is hard to break. Blitzer switching it up with the FFAR, a gun that we haven't seen as commonly in these games, but he's feeling it, and if he needs to go for it, then go for it. Does take stud there. Wow, FFAR does drop in a heartbeat, especially on a smaller map like this. It's not so much a long range weapon, but on that short to mid range you are going to do well with it. Nomad Falcons are going to push around onto the next point now, just try and get an early lead. Do get that trophy down, that is unlucky. Blitzer does get the jump, and he does manage to get the second. Finn takes him off. RV is going to push around, he does get one. Can you get the second? But Blitzer is going to push around the back. Unfortunately does get taken out. Hugo with the kill, traded. Purge is just going to hold, he's going to wait for his teammates to come in, and now look, now he's got three with him. They are going to try and play and push around, but they've got to be careful of Metalcore right at the back, just holding onto those spawns. He is going to stop them doing what they need to do here. And they're just watching over that middle of the map. He has flipped back over. Hugo goes down, Metalcore does get the kill. He is having a little bit of a fight here as well, but it is a 2-on-1 situation. And what will Finno do? RV and Ender are on the point. Finno is going to just hold his position here, which is rightfully so, and just wait for his teammates to push up. And he can push out as and when he needs to. He does go down. Hugo does get the kill. Blitzer is going to try and hold these rear spawns on the back truck, but Ender does get a couple of shots off, but it isn't good enough. He just turns, flips, and down he goes. Hugo does go down here as well. But it is a lot of back and forth against these two teams. Team UK, they managed to get the point. Ender does go down. They need to be careful here. They do need to try and play it a little bit more slowly. I know they need this win to try and keep them in the game, but maybe a little bit more of a slow pace rather than running out into the open like that. And it will save them getting picked off as much, but they are going for it. I get the read. RV does drop 2, and unfortunately does get dropped. Nice switch over to the Diamatis there. Switch to your secondary, it is faster than the loader. For all my old school Modern Warfare 2 gamers in chat. Those just get dropped by RV. It is a contest fest at the minute. An absolute sausage fest on the point, if that's what you want to call it. But everyone is literally dropping by like flies. But Team UK do seem to get the upper hand and hold it. Hugo isn't going to see Nomad behind him, and he does take it. Blitzer straight back on just to soak up some of those points. But Ender has got the positioning up there, and they are going to get the position for P3. He is on a 4 streak. Can he get streaks? He's read it. He's seen the 2 push. Finno is looking, but he is just waiting for the push route. Takes 1. Can he get the second? And not. And Blitzer does take him in. We are going to move over to Blitzer and Hugo now, who are going to push around the back, try and get inside this P2 hard point. Metal Core does take him down, but we are going to see 2 more push through. Nomad Stud does go down. They need to get rid of these trophies in the point. Ender takes 1, and the other does get traded out by RV. Hugo pushing him from the right. And unfortunately, it's a 2-on-1 situation. And Nomad Eagles are just trying to push up the play now. They don't want to lose any more points. They don't want to give them any chance to breathe. But Finno comes straight back. He has picked up an SMG, and he comes into the point, helps out Blitzer there when he's needed. And they do soak up the rest of the time on this point. Unfortunately, they do drop now, but we have got Team UK on the next point. Purge just up top. He's got Bender underneath. He does get him. What a beautiful hip fire kill. And he is going to push on to start soaking up time on this next hard point. Blitzer does get dropped. Finno pushing him underneath. Takes RV. What a great headshot. Nomad is above. He does know he's there. He heard the footsteps. He is getting hit from Ender. Helicopter there, but he does need help from his team just to push in. What a beautiful kill there from Nomad Stud. Just manages to jump off and get a good turn on. And RV and Nomad Stud at the minute 25 and 15, 24 and 15. They are having a game. Their SMG game is pushing back the Team UK squad at the moment. But there's not a lot of points in it. Team UK are still in this. They're not giving them a chance to breathe. And it does look like Blitz has decided not to keep that FFAR out. He knows Metal Core is going to be there, but unfortunately he isn't able to drop him. And we are going to just have a quick look at positioning here on this next hard point. Nomad Stud and Ender are just holding it down, but Blitzer takes 1. Can he take the second? Just before they come back in for the spawn, Finno gets it, but RV is pushing round, unable to get the kill, but the team's there. They've got the trades, they get Stud and they do take the point. And Hugo coming in there with Purge just to try and hold that point down. Blitzer there as well. The trophy goes down. Ender does take 1, but Blitzer's there trying to get the trades. He tried to read the wallbang there, but unfortunately he did just do a little switch and bait and push back out. He was not anticipating him to come out there. Purge is going to go all the way around now and try and just get onto this next hard point, but RV is lying down waiting for him. The trophy goes down. Here's the trophy. What a turn! What a turn! Unfortunately can't get the second, but he gets him weak enough that Hugo might be able to do something here. And he does as well, and they get the point. They need to get straight back into this very quickly and just try and hold them off the point. They have got the teammates there, they've got everything they need. Purge pushes up top just to try and push back the storm, but Metalcore sees it. Fortunately can't get the kill. And Team UK now with a 4-man just watching over that point. Nomad pushes in. Fortunately Purge just goes down, his teammate gets the trade. These kind of situations, the trades are what you need to get. If you've got your teammates and you know exactly where your team is and you can get the trades on point where you need it to be, then it will make a big difference to your game. Blitz takes one, unfortunately, and Stud does take him out. However, Team UK have got the spawns here for P2. Nomad did spawn themselves out there, but Ender does get the kill. And it is going to come down to these last two hard points to see who can just manage to take the last 20 seconds or so. But Team UK need this to keep them in the game, and if they can just pull out on this Apocalypse hard point, then we will see a match 5. Gets trailed, unfortunately takes his teammate out at the same time. That is unfortunate when those bullets just spread there. They are going to want to start to rotate now. I do believe RV's in the back thing gets him. Can he get the second? Unfortunately not, but Team UK do take the win. They are straight back in this. It is 2 apiece, and it is going to come down to map 5, guys. I didn't think I'd see a map 5, but we have. What great play from Ender here. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite get the streaks that he wanted, but what a beautiful position with the Krig up top. And this is going to take us round to a map 5 as well. Amy910 from Team UK, thanks for coming into the stream. I really appreciate that you've raided me with a party of 3. Thank you very much. Anybody that is in the stream that isn't already following me, a follow would be much appreciated. It will just help me get towards that affiliate, which is something that I just really want to get to as a personal goal for myself. I'm good when you boys are. Let's get it. Game 5. I'll send you my Twitch after, but all games are uploaded to my YouTube as well. FFAR is not GA'd. It's just not seen. We are coming into this game 5. It is going to come down to a search and destroy, 1 life per round, and let's see what can happen here. And we are off. Team UK to start. Hugo has took the bomb, and we're going to see which way they're going to go. They're going to go for the B push. I would have expected an A push straight off the bat. Metalcore is just watching at the top. He does get hit, but he does get that information and the knowledge that the team need to know what's happening. Ender's going to push through. Purge gets first blood on Nomad. Metalcore's just hiding behind the bush. The bus. Unable to pick one. Finno just comes back. Unfortunately, does get caught out on the reload. It is now a 3v2 situation. of 3v1 situation. Ender is on his own. We're going to go to his point of view now, see what he can do. He does drop one. The bomb is down. He has got about 30 seconds to drop two and be able to defuse the bomb in time. He needs to kind of push up now and just try and get that position in. Blitzer is watching that middle push. Just got it. Just quite can't get the kill, and Team UK are just going to play it in and out. And Finno there with the trade just to help out. He was not expecting that at all, guys. Usually at this point you just try and play it out. Blitzer does get the kill. I did think Finno got the kill there, but Blitzer does take it. And we are seeing a 2-2. However, Ender, yeah, he's still AR, so we are 2 ARs, 2 SMGs. And let's see what can happen. Let's see if... Well, Ender has got a kill on the board before round 5, so he's doing well already. Blitzer just looking at it, does see Metalcore, and he does take the kill. What a headshot. The control was insane with the Krig there. Per's just looking to see if he can get a bit of information, but it is going to be a plant on B. Ender and Nomad just working together here. They need to get the trades. It is a 2-on-2 scenario. The trades are going to come into play here. Purge is going to push around the back, I believe. He might go through the window and just see what he can do. But the bomb is down, and now it is a fight for that defuse. Purge hasn't checked behind, but he is getting hit by Blitzer. Purge takes one. Can Blitzer... He's not looking to the left. Ender does take it. Purge just straight out with the finesse, the slide, the jump, he takes it. He is on a 2 streak, 4-1 at the minute. Having a brilliant game coming into the second round of this search and destroy. And it has come down to the wire, game 5. One read from Ender there, he knew he was there last round. And that is just what he was looking for. Let's see which way Team UK try and push this bomb now. It does look like it's going to be another B push. They are sending one just to overcheck the middle. We're going to jump on with Purge now. It's not a position I'd want to put myself in. Metalcore gets first blood on Finn, but he does go down himself. So the trades are there. You take one of mine and I will take one of yours, my friend. And this is what we'll see in here. It is a back and forth, pulling teeth type of game coming down to this final match of the series on round 5. They are going to try and pull out all the stops. Ender does spot 2. Blitzer again with the long range kills. RV is last alive. He is just going to play his life inside this point. Does need to just try and stop him getting that bomb down. 40 seconds left though, there is plenty of time to play with. He is going to come round the back. And he would have heard that slide there, he is going to anticipate it. But Purge isn't there, he doesn't know where he is going to go for that higher ground, but Purge needs to get this bomb down straight away. He either needs to get the plant now, or yeah, he is going to plant it. I weren't sure if the wrap was coming. RV just waiting, but oh, he does spot him. He's just playing in and out behind the tree, gets a couple of shots. Can he play his life? Just getting the reload in behind the car. RV's going to push back. Which way is he going to come out? He is. He's going to come out the door, but Purge isn't looking. He's turning his back to him, and he does go down. What great finesse play by Purge there. I thought he had it in the bag, and RV is coming in to defuse. And we are going to see a Nomad Falcons win on that 3rd round of S&D. Great snap from Blitzer there. We already knew Ender was already ADS there, just waiting for somebody to push out. And Blitzer just gets it. We are going to watch and see what Nomad do here on the push for the plant to see which way they do go. Stud has took the bomb, but they are going to go for the A plant, the first A plant that we've seen in this 3 rounds of S&D so far. They have dropped 2 trophies. Maybe a miss of communication there, but Purge straight out gets one, does go down. And Team UK, what a round! That was over in a blink of an eye. I couldn't go onto players quick enough. But what a 4-man drop. Look at this, they do not see it. Purge drops one, drops the second. Ender does just RV does take the trade on it. But then everybody else is straight back in, and we're back at spawn again. What a great round that was. Does go down in the middle there. Hugo's pushing around. He's seen RV. You know he's there. Doesn't need to chow it, but Nomad Falcons do get that second. What a lovely flick there from RV. Just faked it and comes straight back round. Going to be another A push. We're now just watching it. We're going to move over to Purge to see if he can get it. Oh, what a great nade by Hugo. Purge does push back up. He gets the one. Can he get the second? And he does. RV's last alive, and this A plant is just not working for Nomad at the minute. Team UK are just ripping them apart, playing like a pack of wolves, all playing together. And RV is now in a 1v3 scenario, and he is going to get picked off. And Team UK do take another round of S&D. What a nade by Hugo there. Just seen it explode with Purge's vision. Purge just take one and Hugo straight back in just to get the trade and just to help him out. Just to keep another teammate alive, if you will. Give him a bit of a better chance. And what is Team UK going to do now? They have had a lot of good luck on defending on A. They might try and go for the A push again. It looks like they are going B. And we are just going to flick onto Blitzer and see if he can take out someone on range. He has spotted him there, just can't quite get the trade. Finno. He has got one right behind him and he is none the wiser. I think he heard a footstep. Seen him. He's going to push back. Wait for one of his teammates. Blitzer might push up. Oh, Metalcore does take him. Hugo is here. Up on the 1v2. He has got Finno behind, but he is a bit pinned at the moment with the likes of Nomad. Just trying to hold him off. RV comes from behind. He hasn't seen Finno. Finno does take him. It is now a 2v2 scenario. And they are back in the game. Hugo is the last alive here, and Ender does take him. Nomad do take that round of S&D. What a lovely play from Ender there. Beautiful jump up, and it is a headshot every time. Seeing if he can get anything long range. Falcon going top of the buzz. He hasn't spotted him, or has he? Yes, he has. Can he get that long range? He's just pulling it in and out. Blitzer at the back. He has seen Ender in the middle. And Nomad still gets the first blood. Ender is right up in that B position. Nomad have pushed up very fast. And Purge is... He's just trying to check the back of the spawn just to see if he can come up behind any of them. But it's a little bit too late. The bomb is going down. He sees Nomad, can't quite get the trade, but Hugo's there, picks the trade off, finishes the kill for him, and it is a 2v, it is now a 1v3 scenario. And Blitz are just waiting for somebody just to poke a foot out or something, but it isn't quite working, and it is now a 4v4 on the scoreboard, going into the 9th round now. This is going down to the wire. This is game 5 of the series. And I can see it going to around 11 as well. Team UK on the attack. Are they going to go for this A push? As B hasn't been working for them at the moment. And they are going to go for that A push just to see what they can do. We are going to see what Blitz is going to do here. He's going to throw the stun over and try and get that long range position. He has beat there. He does take Ender, but Nomad are in that centre position. To drop it is a 4v2 scenario. The bomb is going to go down. They've seen Metalcore in the centre of the map, but I don't think they know that Nomad stood there. Blitzer just holding that, he doesn't want to move from the position. He does see it and he does take it. Nomad stood is the last one alive. He's going to go up the Askies, but he does get taken down. 5-4 Team UK. Just manages to get him there. You literally look at the health on Finno there. He weren't even a bullet. Gust of wind would have killed him at that point. Let's see what's going to happen here. Nomad are going to push the bomb towards B. Finno has been seen. He does get taken down. We're having a little bit of a switch up now. Finno has moved over to the SMG. I do believe he does play the flex position, so he does need to be quite versatile and switching between the AR and the SMG. Purge just holding RV, but just not quite good. And the Blitz having a little bit of a shootout on the street. The nade goes over, unable to get the kill. And Nomad are now going to wrap around to A. This is the play that you want to see. They haven't done this yet so far in this series against Team UK. Are they going to wrap it? Yes, they are. The bomb is going down. Team UK are none the wiser. They're still looking to see if they can see that pick. And now they are going to have to try and scuffle themselves together back over to A. Now that Nomad have got the positioning that they need, RV's just going to watch that corner, see what can push in. One great trade there from Ender. Nomad stood just watching the back, and it is going to come down to a 1v3 scenario. Can Purge do it? He's got 10 seconds to take all the kills. It is coming down to the wire. He isn't on streaks at the moment, so he doesn't need to worry about that, but he hasn't checked the left-hand side. And it does go down, and just as I predicted, Game 5, Round 11, it is down to the wire. Winner takes all. What a great show these two teams have put on for us tonight. I'm very happy to be able to commentate for you, so you can have an insight of what goes on inside these leagues. And it all comes down to this. Nomad on the attack, Team UK defending. Team UK just need to hold the position here, and try and pick those angles, but they have 3 stacked A. And it does look like it's going to be a B push. Blitzer just needs to check that window where Nomad stood is, and first kill. Finno just takes it, but now he's left himself open. They know where he is now. Purge coming around the back. He does take stud. It is a 4v2. Purge is going to come back round. Is he going to come out the window and just check that middle position? And Metalcore, the last alive in this round 11. Team UK could take this, unless Metalcore's got something in the tank that he's been saving. What flavour G Fuels he's got, that's the question. Unfortunately, it does go down, and Team UK do take that series against Nomad, and it is a 3-2 win. Team UK taking to the 11th round. What a show! And hats off to all the players that have participated in tonight's league game. Hats off to both teams there. That was absolutely fucking awesome. That's the first game. That was the first game in this league that's gone to a game 5 and round 11.
Yeah, no, I can totally imagine. Have you ordered one?
Both teams played so well. Hats off to the pair of you guys. Thanks for letting me podcast over. I will put in the KAIM Discord, my Twitch should be there, but I do down all the games that I podcast. I download them and put them straight onto my YouTube, which is Reaps TM UK. So if you want to watch any plays over or anything like that, see where you want to improve, then go help yourselves. And there you have it, guys. That's all she wrote. I am signing off for the night. I do believe I am back podcasting tomorrow. I will double check, and it will be on my Twitter. Tweet goes out every single time I stream. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for dropping all your follows. Thank you for jumping in with the raids, Amy as well. And have a good night.
But you won't stop thinking.